Friday. Welcome back to A Simpler Life with me, Teri. So, nobody caught the morning coffee thing. I have missed a complete day. If you find Thursday, can you just, I don't know, return it or something? Because I thought it was Wednesday all day. Got up this morning, it's Thursday. And I see all these people talking about Friday, and I'm like, there's no way it's Friday. It's Friday. So someplace Thursday went out on vacation and just never came back. So happy Friday, my friends. Sorry, itchy face today. It always happens when I am going to sit down and talk to you. But can you tell I have no headache right now? Praise the good Lord. Woke up with it, but it's went away without having to take anything. So I'm just sitting down. Yogurt's going. But that's about it today. I've been crocheting on that mosaic blanket. My goal is to be able to get it finished completely by Labor Day weekend so I can give it to my son and his wife to give to her mom and dad, because that's who it's going to. And they usually get together on Labor Day weekend. We used to, but it just seems like everybody's too busy. So, but tomorrow, our daughter-in-law, Lindsay, will be coming over with Riker and Layla, our two grandchildren. And she's going to help Mr. Jerry finish up the backsplash tiling on the side of the sink. There's not a big area, but above the sink, you know, it's like, yeah. And you're going to hear Nala and you're going to see Simba. They're just out of sorts today. Neither one has really slept. Simba, I don't know what has happened with him and Mr. Jerry, but if Jerry's out in the sunroom with him and he sits by him, he bolts like he is freaked out. But he can sit with him out here. He can play with him and touch him. So I don't know what's happened, but Crystal Light Grape. So dealing with that, and Nala and Simba have been roughhousing it today, and Jerry said that she really gave it to him today, but then he got her back, so you know. So it is another, I'd like to say it's another summer day. But I can't have the windows open. I can't sit outside because ever since we've had the Canadian smoke fires, it's done something for Jerry and myself and the pollen. When Jerry's outside in it for a couple hours at a time, he will come home with almost like he's losing his voice. And after being in the house for a couple hours with the windows closed and everything, his voice is back. And if I have the windows open, it affects me to where I get that tickle in the throat, the sinus headache, and all that good junk. So for the ones who can enjoy it, because I sure miss it. I try not to go out any more than I have to. There are times when I just need to get out, but the humidity is up. The dew point is in the 60s, but the humidity is like 75%. And so sometimes it's just not worth having your windows open or being outside if you're going to be miserable. So, but anywho, so my package came yesterday for the Diamond Dot. And this is what it is. It's a case, and it has all these little itty bitties in here. This is where I get frustrated with myself, because I thought, and it comes with a clear cabinet, clear top. I thought I had ordered the mixed sizes, and apparently I ordered all smalls. So it will work. And you just put your drills in here, and it opens up on the side like that. So it will work. I can use it. I can order larger ones and medium ones to fit in here too. So, but yeah, it's just that I know some of the drills, it would probably take 3 of those to do one package that has 2 or 3 of the same kind. So I do have another one, and I have another one coming. I did order another one that's supposed to hold like 2,000 diamond dot drills and stuff. It's supposed to be here later tonight, so I'm just kind of waiting on that. My other one will come in, and so between the 2 of them, that will get used. So let's see. Last night, let's see, what did I was going to tell you about supper. When we did the chicken stock, neighbor down the road is out in the golf cart. We have our little subdivision, squirrel moment, our little subdivision, and they always drive the golf cart, the grandkids around it. It's not a very big subdivision at all. Just a second. Oh, my Lanta. Simba needs to have a nap, and he has not settled down. Let me move you a minute so you can see, not my forehead. Let me flip you. So now he's decided he wanted up here, so he was knocking things over. What is that, Simba? What is that? Yeah, he is extra playful today. So, there. Remember to turn it back on. But neither one of them has slept. So, like I said, I've been working on that mosaic blanket, bound and determined to get it done. But I don't want Lindsay to see it. I want it to be a surprise for her too. So tomorrow they'll be out here at noon, and so I'll just fold it up and put it in the big cat basket that my daughter got me, and that way she won't see it. And yeah, I don't know what I'll do tomorrow because the grandkids are getting older. And so Riker will probably have, I'll put something on the TV for him. And our son has to take senior pictures. So that's why they were coming out, because they start school on Monday. So, and Wednesday I have a teeth cleaning for my 6-month checkup. And then that will be done until another 6 months. I love my dentist. I love my hygienist, but I just don't want I just don't like going there to get teeth checked. But so yeah. So I started looking at fabric, and at first I thought, well, pull out all your Christmas fabric for that Bargello pattern, and that I've shown you before, like that, because this was done in Halloween fabric, and I really don't have Halloween per se fabric. So, and then I thought, well, no, I kind of like the Halloween color vibe or something. So I went to in my closet behind me, in the closet door right there, and I did pull out 7 colors. And I'm going to show them to you. And you tell me what you think. I don't want them to fall. So we'll do this. So there is a black, and I'll show them individually. There is like a maroon, a purple, a green, orange, orange with yellow. I did have this blue in here instead of the yellow. So I had it. Did you hear that bug? So I had it like this. So what one do you like better? Do you like it with the blue? Or, and I could use the blue in the border too. I could use the yellow in the border. Or do you like it with that yellow? I think I'm leaning towards the blue, but unless I do this, because that's the lightest. And then I could do the border around in the blue. What's your thoughts? Tell me below, comment below. So anyway, so the first fabric has the orange yellow in it. And all I need is a 2.5 inch strip that's 42 inches wide. And I know I have it with all these. So, and then the next one. And see, it has some of that yellow. It does have pink in it, but I wasn't seeing pink in Halloween, so. And this is your typical orange. And then I like the brighter green. Love this. That purple. And that's why I pulled out this darker shade right here, because I think that it pulls the darkness out of in here. And I had several blacks. I had a spider web one, but there wasn't anything else that said Halloween in it, so I pulled that one out. And all I had was flowers or just your basic black. So I just went basic black. Imagine that, cat hairs. So, and then the blue, or the teal blue, is this right here. So, yeah. So anyways, just let me know, but I think, I don't know for sure, because the border, I could do in the blue. The binding, I can, you know, what else is in here? I can take something out of that for the binding, and, or I can do a, what I call a scrappy binding, where I just sew all the colors together, and then that's the binding. So, and I just need a backing, but that's got to be 3/4 of a yard, so I'll find something for that. But the rest of it is just, I only need one 2.5 inch strip out of all 7 that are 42 inches long. So, yeah, I could do the binding. I really like the blue though, but because I think that yellow, let me get this again. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. So I got that. So all I have to, I'm not going to work on it today. And then I also got in the mail a week ago from Hypnotic Yarns, Yarnable, actually, yeah, Hypnotic Yarns, their August colorway. And I'm assuming everybody would have it if they get it. But I did cancel it. It just hasn't been bright enough for me, you know. Whoops, sorry. It just hasn't been bright enough colors for me. And I can use that money and other things. So anyways, this was called All Your Eggs in One Basket, her August 2025. It is the plush DK. Because it was going to go into Christmas socks, it will still go into Christmas socks. It is her 8515 Superwash Merino Nylon, and it has 100 grams or 246 yards. And this is what it looks like. So I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards a guy on the color right here. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just that I'm so used to, I like bright. I like bright. And of course I'm doing that jelly roll rug, and I haven't started sewing on it yet either because I was holding off because I really want to get this Bargello, you know, sewed and going. And but I got it all sewed in the tube, and I'm going to do a Christmas one out of a jelly roll that I have. So my next one will be a Christmas one, and this one is from, it's called Candy Cane Lane, and it is by April Rosenthal. And I have not opened it up, but this is going to be my next Christmas one. So, and that's what it would look like if I sewed it just like it is. And I might just sew it as is because it might be kind of cute like that. Typically I would put the black on the outside, and then the red, the green, and then the white. So it'd be great big patches of white in the middle, and then, you know, the green, the red. But I might just do it like this. And it would end up, I don't know what would end up with. Might end up with the black because it begins with the black. So I don't know. I'll have to decide. So anyways, I pulled this out because I do want to do that one next. I have another Christmas one too that is Teresa Kogert's, and but I think I'll do this one first and see how it comes out. If I had a fall or Halloween roll, I would do for the fall so I can just change them out. So, but other than that, I just wanted to hop on and say hey, and show you the fabric selection. And the reason I didn't go with the fat quarters is because when you read it, it says it needs to be 2.5 inches by the width of the fabric, 42 inches. So because it will end up being, because of how you do the construction, it will end up being 34.5 by 19. But the way you do the construction is exactly the way that I did the trip around the world. So I know I can do it. It's just that when you sew them all together, and you're sewing it in a tube, and then you have to cut it in different sizes, the strips, and then you're just rematching up. She has a diagram on what one goes where and all that. So, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to starting that. But but not today, because as you can see, my cutting area is being taken. And Miss Nala is back behind my chair. And I'm probably just going to go edit this. There's not much to edit. And then I'm going to go back and crochet, because I am down to 6 or 7 more rows, and then the whole blanket will be done. I can go and trim the excess strings that are tied on there down, and then I can start crocheting around the front side of it. I think she has you do that a couple of times, and then you turn the blanket over, and then you have to crochet the border the same way on the back side, and she shows you exactly, you know, where to do it. I mean, I've made three of these. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will be my 4th one. So it gets easier because now you understand how to do it. But oh, and I haven't done any card making since last Christmas. And I belong to it's almost like a card club, because every month she sends an invoice, and then she sends you the download pattern for it and the card stock. And she, you know, and then she does a video on how to do it. And I've been just saving them and collecting them. But I do need to get back to doing that. But I figured, you know, one of these times. But right now I'm just putting them in my scrapbook drawer, and I will get those done, because I have not bought any card making supplies or anything. And when Christmas rolls around, I'll have to do Christmas cards again. So, but anyways, thanks for being here, my friends. I appreciate you. I am thinking about, you know, on the weekends that I feel like I want to pop up a video. It might be pre-recorded during the middle of the week, so it can be scheduled to pop up on Saturdays. But I might do that. So I was hoping to kit that one I've got up, but probably won't be able to do that if it doesn't come until between 6 and 8. So we'll see. You never know. I just might sit here. Well, I can't Saturday because the grandkids are here. So maybe this Saturday there won't be anything. Oh, my Lanta. Grandkids are growing up too fast. But anyways, thank you again. Oh, I had started talking about, my goodness, the chicken stock. When I got the chicken stock done yesterday, the house smelled so good. And it gave us, that chicken gave us enough for almost 3 meals. And so last night Mr. Jerry made his chicken and noodle soup, and it is just chicken with chicken stock. He did not use what I just did. He used, he's been buying it and putting it in our extra pantry of food. And he used that and mixed vegetables, the frozen that come with peas, green beans, carrot, and corn in it. And noodles, frozen noodles with the chicken. And normally what you do is you would take a chicken and parboil it for a couple hours, but he would sit there and he would get the chicken breast, and he would do that. And you would put it with your seasonings, with your chicken stock, and then you cover it and you bring it all to a boil, and then lower it to a simmer and let it simmer, and check it every, you know, hour or so until your chicken is tender. And once your chicken is tender, then take the chicken out, and then he just takes 2 forks on a plate and he just shreds it all up. And he throws it back in. And then he adds, I think he adds the frozen vegetables and the frozen noodles, because everything's cooked. And the frozen noodles take about 45 minutes. And, you know, the vegetables and stuff don't. Now, you could do anything with vegetables. Oh, he does chop up a celery, excuse me, a celery stalk, and puts that in. So, because I've told him, I said, you know, we got carrots, we got celery. I canned carrots last year, thinking he would just dump them into a stew when it was being warmed up, and he hasn't yet. So I'm discovering that he likes more of, like the carrots, he would like them frozen. He likes that taste better than the can. And the green beans, he doesn't like frozen. But this year, when I blanched them first and then I canned them, he likes the taste better. So, but our pantry's getting nice and full. I have to make some cranberry juice yet. I made some 2 years ago, and it's about almost time to let it go, but I only have 2 quarts left. I opened one up, and it's supposed to be like a concentrate where you can add some water to it. You don't have to. You just strain the juice, and because you have your cranberry sitting in it. But when I opened it up, I always smell it, because you never know. So I smelled it, and this time I couldn't smell the cranberries. And so I drained it, and then I added some water to it, because he said he really liked it. It just said it made his stomach hurt. So the cranberries is probably too strong for him. And when we both tasted it, there was no flavor. So it's like, there's no flavor. I told him, I says, well, I says, you know, in November, you know, it would be 2 years. You should get rid of it anyway. So the last one we'll just, you know, dump out. But I made grape juice out of Concord grapes, and I don't have a juicer, and I just do it the way that I think a lot of people do it. The ball jar has one that you can just cook it down and then strain it and stuff. But I'm not even going to tell you how I did it, because my friend who's done it for years has always done it that way. But so I made some grape juice, and you're just supposed to be able to open up the jar, take the grapes out or the cranberries out, and strain it, and then put it and basically just drink it like that. The one cookbook, that Hope's cookbook, she says all they do is they add a little ginger ale to it, probably to give it a little bubbly flavor, and some ice, and then they drink it like that. So but we'll see. I told him, I said, I just need to get some more cranberries, and then I will do, not the quarts, but I'll do the pints. I'll save my quart jars for when I do chicken stock again. And then I'll try that again, and I'll try, you know, 1 pint of the juice to 1 pint of water, and see how that is, if he likes the flavor. So, because he really does like that stuff. So, and then last year I had made tomato soup and pasta sauce, which is supposed to be It's supposed to cover pizza and spaghetti and all that stuff. We didn't care for the flavor on our pizzas, so I'm going to make up a pizza sauce, a type of marinara sauce. But we do like the spaghetti, the pasta flavor to it. But I'm happy to say what I did last year, because, you know, he doesn't like tomatoes, and but we only have 2 left of the spaghetti sauce, and we only have 1 tomato soup left, and we use that for our goulash. And it's called a spiced tomato soup because it's got it's got cloves in it. It's really, really good. So that made me feel good to know that we went through that, and he really likes it. So I think tonight we're going to do, with that leftover chicken and that Hope cookbook, she's got a barbecue pork recipe, and you make the barbecue sauce up, and it makes like 2 cups worth, and then you dump your pulled pork in it. But we're going to use some of the chicken, so it'll be a pulled chicken. And she has a pretzel bun recipe in there, and I'm going to try that. And it makes up, I think it makes up 12, and it says that it doesn't last very long. But what I will do is I can freeze it. I will also probably, if it turns out good, I'll send some home with Lindsay tomorrow and just tell her that it's not going to last, you know, a week. I mean, need to probably use it if she wants any. But if not, then I'll just, you know, wrap it in saran wrap and foil and Ziploc baggie and put it in the freezer. So, but yeah, so that will be 2 meals, and then there is enough for something else. I don't know what yet, but there's enough for a little something else. So anywho, I rambled on and on and on, and I come in here thinking I don't have too much, and I'm going to let you go, and y'all know that it's going to be another 10 minutes or so before I let you go. But anyways, comment below what you think of these colors. But I'm really thinking I want that blue in it more than the yellow. And once I get it all sewn together, who knows, I might just bind it and border it with all the black. Who knows? But anyways, I hope that you have a great rest of your whole weekend, a great Friday night. I hope whatever you are doing, you're finding a great joy in it, and doing the best that you can, because that's all we can do right now. And Miss Pat, enjoy those fur babies. Those Siamese kitties can be that way, can't they? My grandma had Siamese, and one was very affectionate, and one just, don't touch me unless I want to be touched. You know? So thanks again, my friends, and just know that if I throw up a video on Saturday, don't be surprised. You never know what it might be, it might not be, but I'm going to say for tomorrow it won't be, because I will have family here, and we don't get to see them very often, and so I'm just going to enjoy family. So till we can meet again, may the good Lord shine and bless you, and keep you under his protection, you and your family. And remember, if no one's told you yet, you are loved, you are special, and you are worth it all. See you soon.